So, you want to be a d4 player, and I think that's a very wise choice. And today I'm going to explore some of the d4 positions you might get. There are some variations and some openings you have to prepare for, but not a lot, not like e4. So it's I do recommend. So let's play a couple of blitz games and see what's the haps. All right, we get our first game. d4. So that's the move. Okay. Maybe it's King's Indian we're playing against. So here you have a very specific amount of moves. Let's just develop this knight here. See what our... Okay, so it's not a King's Indian. Because a King's Indian, you move the Queen's pawn 1 up. So we can just play a standard London. And I think, okay, here you go. Then we move up the knight. And this is great. If they take with the knight, suddenly we got a fork and we win a piece. And that's what you want. You want to be up a piece. Okay, so they trade like there's no tomorrow. Let's just retreat this piece. And now actually, it's pretty straightforward. So that's a nice... Okay, he gave up. Wow. Yeah, I understand. So that's a nice little trick you can play in the London here. It's when they move up, especially beginner players, and you move up with the knight. A lot of beginners, they want to trade pieces. So they trade, but they forget that the pawn can come in here, and it's a royal fork. Well, not a royal fork, but it's a fork. And yeah, you pretty much win the game right there on the spot in the 7th move. All right, okay, a 500. Let's go. Okay, they play symmetrical stuff. Let's just play the London again. I mean, I've already done a video on the Queen's Gambit. Maybe we'll also we'll put one Queen's Gambit in here. But if you play d4, I'd recommend just going for the London because it's so easy. Oh, okay, we got the same thing here. Is he also gonna trade, or is this 500 a little more savvy? He is. You got a lot of... Okay, so the idea is getting our bishop out here. So this is the typical London setup, actually. I don't know what he's doing. Okay, so now we get our queen out here, and we start going for that attack. Okay. Okay, let's see if he knows how pins work. He does, and he trapped my bishop. But he didn't really. Phew! That could have been bad. Let's see if he knows his knight is hanging. Okay, he does. Let's try to open up the king. So, I got lucky there, because that could have been bad. I ain't gonna lie. That could have been real bad. So, yeah. He's got to protect that pawn. Maybe we should castle long and go for the final attack. This is a free pawn, I guess. Now we can come flying in with check. Check. Just gotta protect with the queen. I actually wasn't hoping to trade, but let's trade on my terms. Okay. So he wants to close off my queen, which I'm not gonna go with that. So if he wants to trade, he can. All right. Now we can double up the rooks, and it should be... It should be pretty smooth sailing from here on out. Okay, so he's going to attack my rook. Well, then I guess I'll just pick up a pawn. He can also pick up a pawn. That's too bad. Don't want to lose my rook, though. Maybe I lost my rook because he can check. Damn it. But I'm... No, I didn't lose my rook. Whew, I'm playing bad against his 500. Real bad. It's bad, y'all. Oh. Suddenly my 500 opponent disconnected. But he's playing very solid. Maybe a little too solid for a 500. Just a little too solid there. Alright, D4. Let's go. Okay. We got another... Let's play the Queen's Gambit for a change. Alright. Wow. This is uncharted territory for me. So... Maybe just play uber solid. Because I don't really know this opening all too well. The Austrian variation of the Queen's Gambit declined. Who'd have thought, right, guys? So just trying to get all my pieces out. Alright. And, well, here we are. I guess it's kind of a close position, so let's just centralize the rooks. And try not to hang anything. But this is exciting. Exciting stuff here, folks. Wait, if I attack that, do I trap my queen? This is bait. Maybe it is. Or did he misclick? Hold up. Hold up. Alright. Let's get that pawn off the board. That's not... Ooh, that was dumb. Oh, I am lucky. I would like to get my bishop more involved, because they're kind of passive right now. Alright, well, there goes my plan of ever getting my bishop in the game. Ooh, there goes my rook. Rookie mistake. Okay, well, so far so not so good. Right, guys? So yeah, there you go. I need to start moving quicker though. Oh, and I'm opening up my king. I'm in terrible form. I tell you that right now. This is not looking too well. I mean, if he comes into check here, it's pretty much GG. I don't know how I could really save this position, but never say never. But I'm thinking never. Is he calculating some sort of checkmate pattern? Maybe. Alright. Alright. So check. I don't know. Maybe we could try to go for a back rank here. But it's not looking too good. Some sort of back ranking opportunity. Geez, folks, you never know. Especially in a blitz game. Alright. That's a good old checkity check. Good old checkity check. Hey, hey. I mean, this is just devastating. Is it though? Whew. Okay. Ah, yeah. And I've only got one move. And he didn't see it. Oh my god. So that still gives me kind of a fighting chance. Check. That's still checkmate, right? I mean, if he goes here, then this is check, and then block, and then bam. So I guess I gotta go here. Okay, so I was totally losing that position, but the clock was in my favor. So let's see, we got a sort of a Queen's Gambit here. Some Austrian persuasion, Austrian variation, and I did not play it too well, especially when I lost my rook there. So why I don't like the Queen's Gambit so much is because sometimes it really limits your bishops and their maneuverability in how much they can move. And if you play the London, your bishops are a lot stronger, in my experience. Alright, let's see what we get. Another symmetrical. Alright, maybe a different variation of the London. I guess this is more of a London kind of lesson. Okay, so if they come out with their bishop first, you slide back and you hope that they take so they can open up the rook. But they don't. So, yeah. Okay. Well, if they do like this... Alright. That also works. You're just hoping they take, you know. Okay, wow. They're super aggro. I guess we're just trying to go for that pawn break. Okay, let's not hang our pieces here. Okay, so now it's a question of who can attack the fastest. It's gonna be a real humdinger of a game. Is this... Oh, I forgot about the queen. Totally forgot about the queen. So that's a bit of a problem. But we can push this pawn. Maybe get some sort of mating attack going here, but it's not looking too good. Though this will be checkmate. And the rook is hanging. Alright. So that's a hanging rook. I guess we'll take this. How do we win this endgame? First of all, we don't want to hang our pieces. Maybe we okay, there we go. You gotta always monitor for checkmate, and this was a checkmate, and I totally missed it. These two pieces looking down here, so I should have done this. But this is not the right move. And it could have been so simple. There you go, for example. So yeah, that's the thing about Blitz games. You gotta think fast, and sometimes you miss very simple things. But yeah, the opening, we got another typical London. So yeah. So you want to move your bishop out of here, so if they take, you can actually open up your rook, and when the castle's short, that could sometimes be really devastating, you know, with your queen and your rook both looking at that square. Sometimes also your bishop gets involved, can set up some devastating attack. Alright, here we go. Oh, we get the England. That is a great way to finish. Okay, so we get the... I was hoping we get the traditional one. So here we take, and yeah, we don't want to castle short actually, because that's okay. What's the trap? There is no trap. Okay, let's just develop naturally. Okay, apparently we're gonna trade everything. I mean, fine. It's kind of a lame. So these are kind of trappy openings that I doubled my pawns. That was not too clever of me. Let's try to infiltrate on the 7th rank. Try to win that game. Whoops. And now he infiltrated on the 7th rank. Now we're in a lot of trouble. So now it's the game of who can kill all the pawns the fastest. And he's up 2 pawns, so I'm actually in a lot of trouble here. Okay, we do win that pawn. I don't know if I'm gonna win this one. because he is advancing on a... Oh shit, and I come in with check. Oh! I miraculously escape, but he's gonna check me now. And there we go, he's got a queen. So that's not how to convert an endgame. So... Whoa! I mean, he's still gonna win this endgame. But, yeah. Hopefully my opponent can show us how to checkmate with a rook and a king. So at least there's a learning moment here. You're not supposed to give checks, but okay. You're supposed to make the box smaller for the king. Alright. So I shouldn't get in line with the king. Okay, he does get the technique. Now he gets it. There you go. So now if he moves his king here, I sort of... Okay, well this also works. Right. So this is what you want. So now I only have this choice, and then he takes away the lane, and then you win. Checkmate. So that's how you... Great, my opponent showed us how we can checkmate with a rook and a king, but let's get back into the England Gambit here. Okay, so the England Gambit is an absolute classic. So the classical one, which you get maybe at the lower levels, is when they attack this one, and then they don't come up with that pawn. They actually attack your pawn again. Then you have to defend it. Then they come in with check. Forking your bishop and your king, so you gotta move back here. Then they take. Then you move out the knight. And then the classical move is this one. So you attack the queen. They gotta move back. And now you come in here, looking to fork the rook and the king. So, and you're also triple attacking this piece. So they might trade, and now they gotta actually move the king to to get the safety. But here you can come flying in with check, and it could get ugly real fast. For example. And yeah, they gotta pull out all the stops.